Oh, humans have a huge impact on our ecosystem. It can be both positive and negative depending on which side you're looking at. I think humans have a long way to go in learning how to become part of and integrated in the natural ecology. We tend to be very opportunistic when it comes to harvesting. And so when it's either harvesting lumber or harvesting fish or other resources, we tend not to see ourselves as part of the balance, and we don't tend to respect that balance. But part of what we do here at SPES is try to encourage that balance. So a lot of our learning objectives when we have programs come in is to teach them a couple things about what they can do at home to be more sustainable in their own way. There's lots of things that people can do in their own backyard to integrate themselves with ecology and to learn more about ecology. We run programs every week for the public to just drop in based on ecology. So this weekend we have a fungus walk, next weekend we have a predatory birds walk. At the end of every month we actually have a birding walk, so you can go and learn about the different birds in your backyard. We also run a Young Naturalist Club program, which is for children between ages 5 and 14, where they learn more about the natural environment, so they can come to the park or anywhere in the Lower Mainland where there is a YNC group and learn about it. But even in your own backyard, you can do things like plant native species instead of planting ornamentals, and that not only promotes a healthier garden that you don't have to weed because they're naturally occurring plants, but it also promotes wildlife habitat. So all of the birds that you would normally see migrating through here, all the animals you would naturally see that would feed on native plants that would no longer now feed on your garden. If you had, like, let's say, a vegetable garden, they would now feed on some of the berries that you might have in your native garden. So it's a great opportunity for people to do something to give back to the environment. In your local parks, there's always stewardship events going on where you can clean up the park, introduce more native species, remove invasive species. We actually have quite a few projects going on inside of Stanley Park, removing invasive species like Himalayan blackberry, English ivy, a lot of plants like that. So even becoming more aware of which plants are considered invasive versus native can help you in your own garden, your own life. Even just learning where your food comes from and choosing to get a BC apple instead of a US or New Zealand apple is a big part of it. It's a whole other realm of ecology. It's global ecology, which is much more complicated, but it's still a huge part. Becoming more aware of your surroundings and how you integrate into those surroundings is really